about the chaos. You can hear the. Can you hear the crickets? These ones right now are stored outside. Let me post a giveaway. Let's get. Um, I didn't add one. Shoot. I'll give one of these away. Givey. Let's do it. Why isn't it letting me? Oh, I gotta put table. Okay. Gibby. Oh, Goovy. Jeez. I'm a hot mess. I'll tell you that right now. I'm a hot mess. Okay. I was supposed to do this show hours and hours ago. These ones are out here with me in the crickets. I pulled them out to go through them. I'm going to give away one of these cones. You guys can pick the color you want. These are in the buy it now. Let me explain a little bit. We did production knitting for a while. Okay, so we were making sweaters. This is good for weaving. This is good for knitting machines. These spools are. The production knitting, we did like personalized sweaters and stuff like that. We were getting paid like slave labor type wages to make a sweater with a name on it, but they sent us this yarn pretty cheap. And when we got out of doing that, I know, right? When we got out of doing that, oh my God, there's boxes and boxes of this here. And so that's these spools. I put them all in the bin. I didn't actually get them all listed. So if there's a certain color that you're looking for, there's two different brands of this. One of them is Valley Yarns. These were already on the spool, so they were perfect for the machine knitting. Valley Yarns, all they put on the inside was the color lot. Are these all warp and hand loom? What do you mean by hand loom? What kind of loom do you mean? I had big looms. This was something that I did. I gotta unwatch this. I'll get to I have all the other things that I have listed are like crazy little balls of yarn. This was something I did on my loom with this yarn. It's cotton. Yes. This is very good yarn for that. This will work as your warp and your weft. That's what these were placemats and shit that I did. Same. I think it's always better to use the same material on the loom. My opinion. I don't even know what these are. They were just in the thing. I think these are placemats that I had done. But this is that yarn. When you do your warp with the same kind of yarn that you're weaving with, in my opinion, it comes out 10 times better. This was one that I was playing around with patterns with. And this was years and years ago. But I've also got these giant spools that no longer have much information on them. Okay, so this was Knitworks. Denim is the color. Cotton. Some of these like this, if you're looking for a big bulk spool, that's what I got of those. a lot of the pinks and blues because we did a lot of baby sweaters. We did them with names on them. These ones here I have listed. These are, I think I have them in there for 8. They are, if you look them up right now, $25 spools, like on Amazon or wherever you can find them. They are, let's see, Valley Yarns only put the color in this thing. We've got oranges, reds, pinks, the greens. If anybody wants to see any of the colors, let me know because I can grab those. All the other stuff, I'm gonna go back. I'll bring you back inside with the other. These ones are not listed. These giant spools. This is like 5 times of that. Darth Flareon. It sounds like somebody who likes Pokemon and Star Wars and couldn't decide. Darth Flareon. All right. What color would you like? What color, if you're getting one of these, what color would you like? I'll make that happen. I also have black. There's a lime green, and then there's a dark green. There's a darker green down there. Lime, you like that? It's a good color. Honestly, it's a good color. All right, you got it. If you want to. All right, you got it. So, I'm going to. These are all in the bin. There's blacks in there. There's. Some of these aren't that are partial spools. I can't figure out what to do with the partials and these giant ones because of shipping. Not sure what to do with those yet. If anybody is looking for that, let me know. I mean, I can certainly clear them out too. I just, yeah. So that's those. Let's go to where the regular, whoop, shoot. Are we back? I didn't mean to. I clicked off with a button. It wasn't my fault. Okay. So the other ones, ouch. I'm going to wreck myself. I got a bunch of these different balls of yarn. Let me get back up where I can show you in the light. A bunch of these, I don't really know what the brands were or what they're labeled as. I'm just selling them as is, but we'll go through them. The Henry's Attic samplers. I'll tell you a little bit about those because they are like mini skeins of yarn that we got because we decided we wanted to try dyeing different yarns. And I'll tell you what, I think when we got them, they were $4 each. And my mom wanted one of everything you could find. Henry's Attic. I think their address that's on the skeins, I think they actually closed down that farm to open business, but they still sell through, if you look it up, they still sell through other companies. So I think places bought them out. Let me grab those. They're sitting here. If you want me to do the yarn balls, let me know. Whichever way you guys want me to do this first. I know. I'm getting there. Hold on. I gotta get. It's been a heck of a day. I had to set the phone down because. All right. I know. I'm sorry. Like I said, I just got home from doing all this. Okay. So, the Henry's Attic are Arts and Handmade. Why is it doing this? Okay. We back? Are we back? I'm so sorry. If one thing doesn't go wrong, 10 more will, I guess. Okay. All right. Do another giveaway. Um, do something else, I guess, because I'm not back out where all these are. This was the only one that was a 3-2 cotton of the Buy It Now ones. Silk City Fibers, 3-2, sugar pink, like a baby pink. I happen to have that sitting here. This label's coming loose. I'm trying to keep it with it so that you can see what it is. But that was the only one in the bin that's a little bit different. The rest of them are a 5-2 cotton, more like a weaving warp. Wait. Okay, so let's see the giveaway. How do you guys feel about jewelry? How do you feel about what do you may give away? I'm gonna run through the other balls of yarn. These are the Henry's Attic. These are like sample skeins. What I was saying before I got interrupted by whatnot. When I got these, we got them with the intention to try some different dyeing techniques. So there's chenilles in there. There's some wacky ones in there. I tried to list them all out. But this is the company. My evening has been a train wreck, but I'm still here. We're still we're doing it anyway, right? I got hit with so much stuff today. Yeah. I don't like to get into my personal stuff. There's been a lot today though, so I got a lot going on, but these little sample skeins, I do too. I hope it gets better too. That's all I can just it can't get a whole lot worse, right? So I took a picture of what they labeled them as. These are all different, and I will run through those. Look at that. That's flax. I can tell without. If you're new to the fiber arts, these are a good way to see some of the different kinds of yarns, I guess. Fibers, yarns. I've got a lot of wool. I've got some Angora. See, like that's a cotton. I'll have to go through each of these bags and separate them, but you got some chenille here. Now, each of these skeins, it's not a lot on each of them. Like I said, these were sample ones that we got to try and dye. We wanted to try and get into the dyeing of fibers. And I can honestly say I've never dyed a single one of these. We bought like 300. Henry's Attic had all these beautiful yarns and fibers, and they did a lot of wool. And my mom at the time she didn't raise any sheep. She knew other people with farms that raised sheep. She'd go and shear them and use the wool. I've got some of her hand spun yarns. We were getting into trying to dye them different ways. And this company said, hey, look, we'll sell you all these sample skeins. And I want to say they were $4 or $5 each when they did. And that was 15 years ago. So some of them have more than others. They went by weight. It was just they weighed out a certain amount. There's flax. That's what I started to pull out. This is flax. Linen. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. This is linen. All right. Donna. Oh my gosh, that's a tongue twister. Donella Jane. Donella Jane. That's linen. There's some blacks in here mixed in. Donella Jane. What would you like one of these samples of something? I can pick something. Do you do fiber arts? Do you do different things with yarns? Or you can pick a spool. The ones that are in the buy it now, if you want a spool of the most of them are the 5/2 cotton. I have whole spools of 5/2 cotton. Chunky. Okay. Chunky. I will send you something chunky. Like, do you want one of these little sample things of the different yarns, or do you want one of the? Yeah, none of the cones are chunky yarns. Okay, I will pick you something. This is more of like a raw wool. They started doing things. This is actually what it looks like before you spin it. And they started doing things where if you dye it at this stage, it looks completely different than if you dye it in the yarn stage. All right, let me pick you out something good because I should have done that. I think I was supposed to pull that something out for a giveaway first. Ooh, I got one. How about this is Big Ben. All right, and if you guys know anything about fiber arts farms and their sheep, they name their yarns. I'm sure this is the name of the sheep. He was Big Ben. Isn't that funny? My mom, I have Angoras that are named Henry, and the names of her rabbits, right? So this was Big Ben. Number 2. So this was the second time they sheared him and turned it into something. Right? I think it's neat. So I'll send that to you. It's different. It's definitely like a whole different world when you get into the fiber arts of stuff. This is actually the first show that I've done in the yarn category, so I hope that you guys, what have you come into? Do you like yarn? Do you like, oh, see, I've got alpaca too. There are some gorgeous, gorgeous alpacas. I'm telling you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. It depends on how it's processed. Like I said, some of these, the Pony 2-ply is a merino. Let's see. That's the flax, so that one's a plant. Pima cotton's a plant. There's just so many different. Virgin wool, so that's the first time the Yukon, it's wool, but still soft. Let's see, where's the alpacas? Yes, absolutely, they're dyeable. That's what we got them for. We were going to get into dyeing different fibers. This was like it's been so many years. Like, I don't know if, I know Henry's Attic, they are still a farm and they still have sheep and stuff there. I think, see, like here's a 50 alpaca, 50 wool. I know they still do their yarn business. I think they run through other companies. So I'm not sure if this address and stuff is still correct. I left the tags on everything. Like this one's a silk. They did all kinds of different stuff. Okay. So regardless, I numbered them. I will run through these. I also have some different fun, just different balls of yarn. I listed them out. I'm not going to do anything with them anymore. I've had some stuff happen recently. I need to clear out my storage of all this stuff. So my loss is you guys' gain. I'm never going to take the time to do what I need to do with any of these, honestly. So I will run through them if I can get them back in order now. Let's see what we have in the listings where we're starting. Metallic. Yes, there are some. Let me move these out of the way. I have, well, a few. I don't have a lot of metallic. Let me show you what I have. And it's actually listed out in some of them. Excuse me. So I've got, that's all that crazy stuff. So I've got the Jacob's Ladder. Not exactly metallic. I'll show you what I do have in the metallic. I didn't go through a lot of the threads yet. Honestly, we're talking a whole knit through to jazz up. Yes. Okay, so a lot of these yarns can be used for that. If you apply them, like here's one that what I would do with it will be take it, if you have a ball winder or a cone winder, and ply it with something to add that little sparkle. I gotta move some stuff out of the way. I had to show. I've got a bunch of stuff in the way. But yeah, any of these, like if you, any of this kind of the fun, just knit it along with your other stuff will change the look of your project completely. I have a few different tones of the Jacob's Ladder. I don't know what they do with this on its own, honestly, because it's so thin and it's like thread. But when you ply it with something, whole different look to things. I have that in a few different shades. There's a fall type one, thin thread. And I have some metallic ones here that I have to unbury them. So let's see. I have this. It's sort of in, this is almost like a copper color. It's pretty thin. I definitely probably wouldn't try and definitely probably listen to me. I don't think I would use this on its own for much, if that makes sense. But you could definitely ply it with something or knit along side of something else. There's that one. This one's actually a smaller spool, but a little bit thicker in a gold. If you get something like that, I think those are actually listed together in a lot. I mean, honestly, it just depends on what kind of look you're going for. There's also silver ones that you look for. One thing that you can do, and I mean, I'm not here trying to gouge anybody for money. One thing that you can do is get the threads. If you get the cones of threads and ply it with your yarn, It'll give it a totally different look. It'll change your whole project. Yeah. So this, I think, was in one lot. I got to pull it up on the iPad here. Let's see where we're at. I mean, I want people to be inspired to try and create something new, honestly. It's more fun for me to see what people come up with in doing things. And honestly, this stuff has been in storage for so long, and we're just now going through it, going, we're never going to do this. I had to go rescue my weaving loom because the building's roof is now leaking. And honestly, I haven't even been there inside of it for years. And it's like, oh my God, like, but wait, all my stuff is there. Well, you know what? I haven't looked at this stuff in at least 5 years. So why am I panicking about it, right? Because it's my stuff. Okay. So that one is these two spools together. I do not know how much is on either one of them. Like I said, this is all stuff but it's both of these together. This one's a gold, and this one's more of like a copper kind of finish color. I'll start that one. All right, that one is going. It just, they're very sparkly. I honestly don't know that I would use it on its own just because it's that shiny, but it's very good for plying. And if you're making your own yarns, if you're changing up the yarns that you have to make it into a different tone, different color. All right, Rose Petal got that one. All right, the other metallics that I have, I've got these ones, a bunch of different colors in that one. More like, not colors, but I don't know how to describe things. I'm so sorry. I'm bad at describing things. All right. I'll run through these. I can only give you the ideas that I had in my head when I got this stuff of what I was going to do with it. If that makes sense. All right. I do apologize that I was supposed to do the show a lot earlier. A bunch of family stuff happened, and that's where we're at. Okay. So let me see where these ones are. I think I put both of these ones together. As far as the metallics go, yeah. This is what it is. Night music. I don't know if this is still, looks like Japan. If you guys know what any of that means, you can let me know because I do not. These are, I probably used a couple yards of this one. I don't know. That's its label. We'll run it. You get both of them. Like I said, some of these I have no information other than it's Japanese. Or Korean. Is that Japanese? Korean, Japanese? I don't know. All right. You got it. Like I said. And some of these probably expensive yarns. I just don't have no use for them anymore. Trying to think of what else I have that's mixed in here that's metallic. I don't know. Let's just go through them, I guess. And we'll just see from there, maybe. Oh, okay. So this one, some tans and some greens in there. There are some sequins. So it's more like a trim type yarn. I don't know if that helps. Again, it's probably a full skein, but I don't have a label for it, so I don't even know what brand it is. I do apologize for that. I should. Oops. Shoot. Well, is this the one that you want for that? 14. Let me see what 14 is. Why does that play roulette with me? So 14 was the hand spun wool. Rose Petal, are you in here? I'll show you the one that just ran because, shoot, I can't hit the run next button. This was a pre-bid on this. I have a bunch more of the hand spun stuff. This was like a mini skein that was on there. Oh, wow, I'm messing this show up, aren't I? Okay. Is Rose Petal in here? This was a pre-bid on this, and as soon as I hit run it told me. It doesn't tell me beforehand. I know, it's like roulette. It's roulette, and I shouldn't have done that. I know better. But okay. This was number 14, and this was a pre-bid. If was anybody, nobody else bid on this, right? I will run it at its right number. This one went to Rose Petal. I think they had a bunch of pre-bids in here. Okay. All right. This was number 31. I think that's what I was trying to run, and it didn't work. I'm sorry, guys. Greens in here from like a olive green. Some browns mixed in. I can't hit that run next. I will take the time down though. Okay. Gonna run them and move them out of my way, and they'll be in my bin, I guess, if nobody wants any of them. This is probably a full skein of this. I don't know that I used it for anything. Okay. I'll move it out of the way. Do you guys want me to run the fun yarns? Do you want me to run the samples, the Henry's Attic samples? I see that there's some pre-bids on a lot of stuff here. I can either go down through the order. Let's do this. Yarn ball number 30. So this is, let me see if I have an end loose on these. These were done on a ball winder, so you want to find your end from the middle. Of course, it's not going to work, but it's applied yarn. These make really cool scarves. If you ever done anything with that. Oh, okay, that wasn't attached. I thought there's the end. Okay. So this is what it looks like on the single strand. Once you work it up, when you get like little groupings of these fur balls, I mean, I'm sure you guys have probably seen these. Yes. Oh, you see, it would be, yeah, like spread out. I do have a lot of the, it depends on which ones they are. They sold them to me by weight. I'll show them if there's certain ones that you want to see. Like this one's got quite a bit on it. It just depends on the weight of the yarn. That one's mohair and wool. They're all different. I got ones that seem tiny. Okay. Nobody on that one. Excuse me. All right. Let's see. Here's a more colorful one. Same kind of stuff. It's got the fun fur with the little furry balls plied onto it. Like I said, when you make these into scarves and stuff like that, they do turn out really neat. It's just different. GR Carter, if there's one specifically that you want me to look at, we'll look at it. Like I said, I didn't take the time to measure each one, but as far as the samples, I'll show you exactly how much you're getting. Like this one's linen, flax, and it looks like you don't get much, but it's so thin. So they definitely didn't go by yardage when they put them together. I think they just went by weight. Normandy linen. Yeah. 6,000 yards per pound. That's crazy, but it's because it's that thin. Like, that's a crazy amount. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. I went up on them. All right. So this is number 28. Again, same type of stuff where it's plied. I think they're neat. It's like I said, definitely a different look. And I don't know how much is here. These ones without tags are ones that we rewound. There's probably 2 skeins of yarn here that I wound into one ball at the time. Yeah. Just different fun yarns, fun mixes. All right. Rose petal. That one. Or puddle. Can you get me a box of those big bags out of there? I know. Bobber, why are you yelling? Cat's throwing a fit. All right. Did we do this one? I think I ran this one. Thank you. I think I did that one. Let's look. Green. what did they call these yarns? It was like Fun Fur, something like that. Well, this is that Fun Fur applied with one or the other. Eyelash, yep. Eyelash. The hairy stuff. That one is number 27. And like I said, I do not know how much is here. It's all been in storage for so long that I couldn't even tell you. Yes. And when they plied it with this other stuff, it made it look extra cool, in my opinion. Okay, so 26. We've got, where was that giant ball of Jacob's Ladder? This is definitely more than one skein of what you would get. This is the Jacob's Ladder, which is that. It's like more of like a ribbon to me. But again, when you ply it with something or knit it with something, it turns out pretty good. This is that. Mostly gray. I know this camera's like picking up some purplish colors, but this is mostly gray and silver. Kind of strange that camera's looking some purple. Okay. Let's see. All right, the bright color of that same stuff. What's happening over there? All right, don't let the bag of chips win. Oh, are there balls of yarn that spilled over right there? Oh, you moved. I think I dumped some of these out of the box. This is this one, 24. Brown Fun Fur, and then any right there. Is there any? Okay, I think I got them all. Some kind of crazy colors mixed in there, but it works, doesn't it? It works. Bright colors. Excuse me. Lots of pinks and blues and brights in there, but with that brown. Yeah, we're like, I think she had a bunch of pre-bids, and I hope that it's stuff that she's still interested in. All right. Next one is more of a pink base. This one, the Fun Fur, is pink. I know these probably look kind of crazy on camera, but trying to separate them a little bit so that you can see. So this one's Fun Fur is pink with the bunch of different colors mixed throughout. And keep getting, these yarns are like rubbing off on each other. Some of these crazy ones, right? All right. And if you guys see anything in the list that you want me to run ahead of time, just let me know. I can see what I can do to pull stuff out. Okay. There's that one. So here is, this is some of the Fun Fur eyelash yarn on its own. Okay, not I just pulled extra loops off of there. Not plied with anything. In a tan color. Sorry. There's that one. And a lot of these, I'll tell you what, like if you do, I've seen where they use a lot of these smaller skeins of yarn and stuff like that in junk journals. They'll decorate paper with it. I've seen them do so many different things. Like, all right, here's the thing of the black fun fur. If any of this was used, it wasn't a whole lot. Like I didn't even put this into a ball, so it is a single skein. Lion brand. Fun fur. I was young. I was calling it right. Eyelash yarn. All right, Tin got that one. All right. And like I said, if you guys, if there's certain things that you want me to show, just let me know because there's a lot here. I've been taking a couple days just trying to go through some of this. It's not stuff that I use anymore. Just because I haven't even pulled out yarn and played with yarn in years. So I need to let it go. Right? I should let it go. All right. Sassy Rose, I haven't seen her on here in a while. Like, I have not. All right, this one is a mixture of. It's like a chenille in a variegated. I did try and contain some of these before I did this. It goes from browns to oranges, good fall colors, thin chenille. I don't know which brand this was. It's the thinner stuff though. Yeah. I bought wool off of her that I never sat down and did anything with. Like, I feel like I'm slacking. Like, all right. Those. I haven't I haven't come to this side of Whatnot in a while. I love the fiber arts. I love doing all of this. I just don't take the time to do it anymore. Okay. So this lot is all three of these. I wish I remembered what this was. The name of it. I think it's like a rayon, maybe. I don't know. There's 3 colors of it. Same brand. I just honestly, if tags weren't left on things, I do not have the memory. But you get all 3 of them. Hopefully that's focusing for you guys so you can see what it is. All right, 10. If you guys know what something is and I'm calling it the wrong thing, please just put it in the chat and let me know because not doing that intentionally, it just my memory is not so great. All right. So these ones, so this one, there's two of these, two colors of it. Boy, that picture's not showing these colors the same. This is the softest stuff on the planet, but it is synthetic. I don't know what it is. I don't remember. It's one of those ones that you just, it's so soft. Squishy. There's one of them, the browns. And this is a whole skein of the black, partial of this one. But I put them together just because I don't know the brand of them anymore. It's the only two I had of that kind of style. So soft. This would be a good little scarf. Okay. I mean, this is nice against, like, the feel of it. Probably about a half a skein on this and then a whole one on this one. All right. It's good stuff. It makes you not want to let it go, right? Any other craft addicts up in here? All right. This is the scrubby stuff. They use these. I had this in blue and I thought I had a skein of it and went to pull it out and I had already made it into the balls. Like they make the dish scrubbers with it. I think what I did with it was took a skein and made two giant pom-poms. And it's not rough. Like it feels okay, but it has enough texture that that's what they do out of it. The little dish scrubbies. So that is that one in the red. I don't think I made anything out of this. I think because it took a lot when I used up a whole skein of blue and made two giant pom-poms with it. I ended up giving them to Jimmy. All right. This was kind of different. I honestly, when I pulled this out of the box, I thought it was elastic because it has the look of elastic, but it is not. It is not stretchy. It's $2 at some point. I can't even imagine. I don't know. It's not stretchy. It looks like it should be. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Like, doesn't that remind you of like the elastic cording? If somebody knows what this is, let me know. I mean, I'm gonna run it. I don't know. Not stretchy. It looks like it should be stretchy, but it is not. Definitely a different one. Real light tan on that one. All right. Thank you, Rose Puddle. All right. Let's see. Anybody interested in the Jacob's Ladder? I did show this earlier. Like I said, I don't know what brand this one is. I know that's what they called that pattern in the yarn. More like a ribbon type. Good for trim. Yeah, well, it's not though. Like, it honestly looked like a ball of elastic to me. It really did look like. I thought, wow, why do I have a whole spool of stretchy cording? But it is not stretchy. I don't know. See how it spiraled around? This one? No. No. It's, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what it is. Okay. This one is the Jacob's Ladder. Some oranges and tans. Good fall color on that one. And I think these ones they do out of like a rayon. It's like a, I don't know how they make those. All right. I have that in a couple different colors. But all right. Next one. Here's this skein. This is a sock yarn. Tough footsies. Toe footsies. Toe footsies. I create yarn for socks. Like crap. 16. Anyway, I did not make any socks. I never had the patience. Oh, of the Jacob's Ladder. I've got this pink of that. There was the grayish silver. That autumn color. And then I have a couple that are applied with the fun fur. That, like, that's that Jacob's Ladder applied with fun fur. Some pinks and reds in that one. Oh, this stuff is so crazy. It's taken over. I don't know where on this one. I don't know where one ball stops and one starts. They're connected. I didn't want to tangle too much of it. I know I used a cone winder at one point, was trying to get it all onto a cone. It didn't fit. That's how that one ended. And here's this kind of like a rust color fun fur applied with that same multicolored the Jacob's Ladder stuff. So there are those. If you guys want me to rerun any of these, please just let me know because I don't. All right, so this is a sock yarn. This wasn't used because I never learned how to make socks. I wanted to. All right, superwash wool, 5% soy silk fibers. So this must be, why does that overlap like that? 50% superwash. I don't know, you could probably find all that in the brand. Chitinous fiber, shrimp. What? They turned shrimp into yarn? Did you guys know that? What? Crab shells. All right, I'm learning something today. And then they make it into socks. Do you know that some of your socks could be parts of shrimp? Is that real? All right. Anyways, I'll run that. That's the craziest thing I ever heard. No, it doesn't smell funny. Like, what? No. You're reading that, right? chitin is fiber from shrimp and crab shells. What? There's only 2.5% of crabs. I don't know. I'm running it. I don't. That's amazing. What they do to make us socks, right? Toe footsies. Okay, Rose. That was the only scan of that I had. I don't know. That's crazy. All right. Anybody interested in a felting machine or molds, needle felting? I have those. Let me run some of the Henry's Attic skeins. Let me see where we're at with these. I had a bunch of them pulled out, and I shouldn't have done that because I got them out of order. So these ones were in this. I don't know. It says crabs, and I don't know. Gosh, I have no idea. I can tell you that these wolves. I can tell you that the sheep love it when you shear them. They need it. They want it to happen, and they love it. Sheep love to run around naked. When you shear them, I know, they love it. They will thank you to no end. I mean, I watched it happen. They love it. All right, so these are the beginning numbers of that. I ended up mixing some of these up. So let's just see what we can go through here. I think I can go through them and search for a number. We'll do it that way. If there's certain ones that you want me to see, I can look. So this is number 16. These are the Henry's Attic. So this one is a silk, spun silk. This one is made in Switzerland. I don't have a yardage on them. Like I said, these were sample ones that from Henry's Attic. That is what it is. I don't know what the easiest way to do this is. I think I'll just go through these. If there's ones you want to see, I can keep an eye out for them. If you just give me a number. Oh my gosh, this one is 16. All right. That I swear, I've been playing with yarn for. I'm 43, about to turn 44. I have never seen that little disclaimer on a skein of yarn that parts were made from crab. That's the first. And the sock yarn. Is your socks made out of crab parts? I don't know. It's the first time I've ever seen that. All right. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Let's see. 18. We've got. This is 50% silk, 50% merino wool, unscoured. This is natural, so right. That's okay. All these samples are perfect for testing out dyes because that's what we got them for. We got them to try and do different things with colorways. I'm in Pennsylvania. We had a farm that was close to us, had connections with these people and knew them or knew their farm. And I don't know if they sell directly out of this place anymore. I do know that some of their yarns have been right. And these are perfect for that. So this is Carrera, half silk, half merino wool, unscoured, so it will take your dye. It will take up dye a lot. This one is 18. Why am I on 17? There we go. It is fun. It is fun for sure. And one thing like I remember with silks, I love the feel of silk, but I kind of like it to work with it a little bit better when it is mixed with something. I do have full silks here in the mix. I will tell you, it feels a lot different. They're soft. This one is Tussa silk. And it's so soft, but it makes me feel like it wouldn't be. Yeah, I don't know. It's like there's nothing in your fingers. That's the Tussa. Rapunzel, they call it. One ply. Okay. But you got the Carrera number 18. All right, this one is Rapunzel one ply. This is 100% Tussa silk. Made in Switzerland. I know it's not a lot, but the way I look at some of these is that, like, you could buy a whole skein of this for probably $30. But then what if you don't like it? And that was what these samples are like. And I leave the tags on them. So if you find one that you really fall in love with, then you know what to look for. Right? So if you really like this, just search 100% Tussa silk. And I'm sure there are other brands that process it and import it. And, you can see how dye affects it, see how dye reacts with it. Jimmy's not happy, huh? I don't know. All right, let's see. Where are we at? I mixed up these numbers by dumping these bags out, but we're just going to go through them. So number 14, soy. S-O-I-E. Natural Petite. So this is another 100% silk. This is the opposite kind of silk. There's silk from worms. There's silk from, oh my gosh, it's been too many years. This is the rougher silk. It's not rough, but Soy Natural Petite, made in China. I mean, that's the information that I have on it. I feel bad that I don't know more about some of these, but like I said, oh, yeah. See, like I bought this package of all these samples, and we were playing around with different dyes. And that's what that one is. Oops, I didn't start it. I'm sorry. Like I said. And if you're doing these, if you're not going to make anything that you're going to wear, you could dye them with pretty much anything you wanted to. If you use them in, like, I've seen people use yarns in junk journals and different craft projects like that. You could dye them with alcohol ink. You could color it with marker if you wanted. You can do all kinds of stuff with some of them. I know it just depends on what you're going to do with it in the long run, I guess. If you're going to make something that you're going to wear, obviously you want to actually use the fiber dyes so that they're more permanent in case you have to wash it. Hey, do you know how many crazy things I've seen? Do you know how many crazy things I've seen? You just never know. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. My regular shows, I do gemstone beads and jewelry making stuff, and I've seen them do so many things to stones. You'd be surprised. Let's see what this one is. Shahrazad. I don't even know how to say that. They name them weird things too. Just like in the bead world. 68% rayon, 32% cotton. Unscoured. This one is a US one. Ooh, look at that. Very cool. How you doing, Jimmy? That is number 12. You can put something on the TV for him. This one's neat. And you can tell what parts are what. The cotton is your doll in there, and then that rayon twisted around it. Pretty cool. All right, Rose Petal got that one. Let's see what else. If there's something specific you guys are looking for too, let me know. Here is another 100% silk. Cascade, this one's called. Switzerland. Another thinner yarn. But Jimmy stealing stuff. he's cutting in. All right. Cascade, this one's called. No, he's like half awake. All right. 100% silk. Start that one. My phone's drooping again. Oops. All right, Dinkander. Yeah, but these are perfect for if you want to play around with dyes, and you can. I swear, you just use an eyedropper. Turn the dye into the liquid, depending on what kind of dye you get, and just little bit goes a long way with some of them. Like I said, we did try a lot of different ways of dyeing things, and I also ruined a lot. I learned a lot. Yeah, it's so much fun. It really is. You're gonna have a good time with it. Okay, so Sierra 2. Sierra was probably the name of a sheep. It's just. Oh, this one's rayon, so never mind. This one, what does that mean? They named probably one of their kids or something. I don't know how they came up with some of the names. This one's a rayon, though. 19. If there's ones that you guys want me to run, just let me know. Ooh, this is soft. What are you doing, Jimmy? You tired, buddy? You tired? He looks half awake. But yeah, like these little sample skeins are neat to. It'll allow you to see how dyes work with different fibers. And then if you find one that you like how it turns out, then you can search for that, you know. So this is an alpaca, half wool. Peru. This one is called Andy. Again, probably the name of a sheep. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what we're trying to mess around with for a while. And then it's like, wait, why did I need all these? We got, I think it was a pack of 300 that we bought from this place. 300 of these samples that of all the different types of yarn this place made. We were a little bit crazy, like went a little bit overboard, I'll say that. All right. 50% alpaca, 50% wool. This one's from Peru. Where's it at? There it is. Yeah. There's different types of dye. And if you look up, like, I know you got like a good mix of different types of fiber. If you do a search for like the best way to dye alpaca, the best way to dye wool, you'll come up with some different things. Like cottons take dyes different than wool. Just different fibers will take dye different. The I don't even know how you say that word. Procreant. You said it right there. G.R. Carter said it. Procyon. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. It just depends on what you're dyeing and what kind of an outcome. Okay. I still can't say it. You can try and teach me all day long. I give up. Procyon. Yeah. Yep. That. All right. This one's a silk too. I can feel it. And again, different types of silk. But this is another 100% soy natural. What's the other one? It was close to this. Might have been a different size, maybe. Try and let that focus. Yeah, quite a bit. I mean, you could do something with that. Like I said, some of these skeins, if you got them in a full skein, you're $20-$30. This is a good way to get a little sample of it and see if it's going to work for what you need. And actually, it's actually a good little tip if you're not sure about certain fiber and you contact the farm and say, hey, I don't know if I'm going to like what this is. They'll send you a sample. Pro tip. Because they've got tons of it. They shear their sheeps and do their thing every year, process it. If you want wool, there's lots of ways to get your hands on wool pretty cheap. I'm not sure what all they do for silk, how they process some of the silks. I don't know. All right, rose petal got that one. Here's another Rapunzel. So this is the Tussa silk. Two-ply. This is another one from Switzerland. Oops. That one is number 11. I know there's a lot of these. So if there's numbers that you guys want to see, just let me know. Otherwise, we'll just keep going through them. This is another Tussa silk. This is the shinier, smoother silk. Oops. All right. That one. All right. Newport. So this is another 100% cotton. Combed, gas, and bleached. This is a mercerized cotton. Ooh, that's nice feeling. So let me just get that feeling. They call this one Newport. I know a lot of these numbers are out of order, but just going through them as I pick them up here. Pima cotton, 100%. Home gas bleached, mercerized. Made in Peru. There's that one. I might have been too close there for that to focus. This almost looks like a silk. Almost feels like a silk, but it is cotton. When they do all those processes, it's cotton. Definitely different. All right. Put that one out of the way. Let's see what else we have in here. 19 or 61. Okay, 61. This one is virgin wool, raw wool. So this is more like a high spun roving. Not exactly a yarn yet. Let's see. There we go. Yep. This one, you could felt this. Yep, it's a wool. Any wools you can felt, 100% wool. Doesn't have. I don't want to say it's unprocessed. It's natural and unscoured. So they cleaned it, and if you unwound this, it'd be like a roving. I don't know how to explain that. Any wool you can use for felting. This one, if you needed like rows of, if you're felting it onto something else, because it is kind of already heated and shrunk into that cord shape. But if you needed to, you could absolutely comb it apart, if that makes sense. I also have some raw wool for felting. You need a partner in crime. Okay. I can show you the difference in you could use something like this. It's a little bit more work. Depending on what kind of a project you're doing with the felting. I do have some completely raw wool for felting. That one's rose petal. That one. I'll show you the difference real quick. So this is like a random chunk of this. So this is wool in the raw. It's already batted, so it's cleaned. Some white wool contaminated at some point. But do you see how loose these fibers are? If you're beginning to felt, this is the easiest way because this will felt faster as you're stabbing it with your needles. This will actually work up quicker. This is basically ready to process into yarn. And when you're drawing it out into yarn, see how it draws into smaller sections. But if you're felting like bigger pieces, it does. Yep. Absolutely. I do have a bunch of that too. If you're looking to get into felting, this is the easiest way, is to get it in a batting like this. Because it's already cleaned. Now look, some white sheep invaded this one somewhere along the lines, but it's clean as far as plant matter goes. It's already been carded. They take like a drum carder and comb it out. It's ready to be spun into wool. Like, see how you could draw that out? Yep. I mean, you could I could spin it into wool, into yarn with my fingers if I wanted to. See how that goes? But if you're starting out felting, yep. Or spinning, if you're starting out spinning or felting, you want to look for the battings because it's the easiest to try and learn from. And I actually have a bunch of that dyed in different colors if anybody's interested in that. I don't know if I put that in the listing or not. Have some oddball colors. Obviously, there are no lime green sheep natural, so that one's dyed. You never know. You're right. My daughter says you never know. If there was a lime green sheep out there, I am so sorry that I said you were unnatural. All right. Right? Yeah, Minecraft. There you go. See? I'm sorry to all the Minecraft sheep. It's not in there. Are they lime green? Seriously? You can just dye the sheep themselves. Okay, that's not how they do it on Earth. You don't dye a sheep before you shear its wool. Okay. It's just knowing what they do. Here's another. This is a black silk. Natural silk. All right, 13. You guys. There's a whole generation that doesn't understand how animals work. Okay. Right. Okay. So this is Cascade again, 100% silk. This one is a dyed black from Switzerland. Ooh, this is the soft stuff. All right. I can run some of the bats. I think I had them. Maybe they're in the auction. They might be in an auction. Like, I think I had 2 colors or something for a set price to clear some of that. And I have a bunch of the roving. Minecraft. You guys are funny. All right. There you go. Cancer got that one. All right. Let's see what the other ones I had loose here. These are so out of order now. 52. This one is mohair. 55% mohair, 45% wool. Very nice feel to it. Let me find it here. Sorry. There we go. Well, there was supposed to be an order to this madness. I did number them all and I listed them all out. Unfortunately, then I grabbed bags that were not in order. So I'm running what's right in front of me. Yeah. There was supposed to be an order. This is Texas Bighorn. Mohair and wool. Unscoured. All right, Rose Petal got that one. And then it doesn't have to be in order. I don't usually run in this category. I'm usually in beads and gemstones and jewelry making stuff. Not that it's less chaotic, but here's number 57. So this one is an extra fine merino. Find it. Number 57. 100% wool. And this actually, if you're interested in the felting, you could crochet or knit this into something and then felt it. Machine felting is a thing too. Make it into your shape and then use a hot washing machine. You know, the way that your parents always taught you not to wash clothes in hot. Yep, it'll felt it. That's why they told you not to do that. Shrinking things and locking in fibers and all right. Get that one out of the way. All right, so this one is flax. I have flax in a bunch of different sizes. I don't know how they list out their sizes. 16 to. This one's from Belgium. I do have the flax in a few different sizes. See, this one's 16.6. It's just bigger. So flax is stiffer. It's a plant, so it's not quite as supple. Is that the word I want to use? It's still soft. It's not rough or anything. Very thin, almost like a. This one's almost more of like a thick thread. Normandy linen. Line flax. Made in Belgium. That's what I know about it. All right. All right. He's just refusing to settle down, right? All right. Here is the thicker one of that. Normandy linen. So 100% line flax, wet spun, 16/6 size, natural gray. Some of the fibers, I don't know what all of their little terms and stuff mean. Oops. This one is 53. And you guys let me know if there's something specific you want to see. I do have those cones in the buy it now. If there's any of those that you need to see the color of, please let me know because I can do that too. All right. All right, let's see. Trying to get back into some sort of order. How did I get number 8 mixed in with 33, 50? I don't know how I did this. I got these so out of order. I don't know what happened. So I'm just going to run through them. How about some chenille? This is a 80% rayon, 20% cotton chenille. I know there are some all cotton chenilles in the mix, but this one's more of the rayon. Tag's flipping around on me. Fray Free 500 bonded chenille. Not exactly sure what it means by bonded, but just full disclosure, that's what it is. 80% rayon, 20% cotton. This one is from Italy. On that one. And like I said, some of these you don't get a ton, but it's enough to see what it's like. Whether or not it's something that you want to try and find more of. All right, let's pedal that one. All right. Some of these are tangled. Ooh, look how thin this flax is. Okay, so that has to be the size 42. Look how thin this is. This is thread to me. Like, I don't know if they use that like doilies or something. What do you do with it that thin? I don't know. Again, 100% line flax, bleached ivory. This is another France one. There we go. Normandy linen. Look how tiny that is. Like, I can't imagine like microscopic crochet needles. If you want to make a doily or something. I don't know. That's tiny. My eyes wouldn't allow me to see that, to do anything with it. All right. 56. Here is a Pima cotton. Embroidery, yeah, maybe. It's that thin. It's like thread thin. This one is Alpine Petite number 2, Pima cotton. This one is made in Peru. Very good. Oh, that's soft. I like it. Some of them just have a better feel than others. This one is nice. Pima cotton. Very nice feel to that one. All right. Let's see. Here's a combed Pima cotton, and they do it in that, oh, what do they call that? They put, when they spin this, they pull one thread tight and they leave slack on the other. Combed Pima cotton. I don't know. Monte Cristo is what this one's called. I'm sure you guys have seen that pattern in the yarns. Let's see, 62. Excuse me. Very cool little. And there's a few different ones of this where they let it go in bigger bundles. This is in how it's spun that makes a difference on that. All right, Rose Petal got that one. Some more of the flax. If nobody's interested in that, we can move on. Ooh, Kona. Okay. So this is Australian merino wool. And to feel this, you would not think it was wool. Honestly, some of the merinos are gorgeous to work with. Superwash, so you're not going to get a lot of shrinkage. You're not going to get it. This is just beautiful yarn to work with. Really is. So that one is number 33. Australian. Let me find that number here. I know there's a lot of these guys. If there's something that you're waiting to see, please let me know, because we can skip around. Otherwise, I'll just keep going through these. 33. Australian, superwash, merino. Very good feel to that one. And again, you don't get a ton, but man, if you want a bunch of different fibers to play with, just to see how they react to stuff, it's a good way to do it. All right, Tim can't forget that one. Excuse me. What, Jimmy? What? What are you doing up? All right. Let's see what else we got here. Some rayon. He's yelling at me. This is another silk that they did in a really neat way. Look at that. Like little curly cues. Again, they take tension. It's plied. They take tension to one and not the other. Isn't that neat? Like the look of it when it all comes together. So this is Switzerland. Tiara. They call it Tiara. 100% silk. Made in Switzerland. don't have a cow, man. All right, we'll start this one. Jen, where have you been? I've been like crashing and burning tonight. I was out on my porch trying to show the ones that are in the bin. Almost tripped and fell. It's been a heck of a day. You took a nap. I should have. I should have taken a nap. Yeah. I biffed it. Nobody saw. Well, Jimmy might have seen. He was looking out his window at me, I think. Right, where's Puddle got that one? Jimmy is awake, wide awake now. I thought he was going to go back to sleep. All right, you guys like alpaca? It is amazing. Uh-oh, what? What do you mean, uh-oh? Alpaca's another one that is just, like once they're done spinning this into yarn, it's like you're petting the actual animal again. I'm okay. I'm okay. 100% superfine alpaca. This one is made in Peru. I'll be okay. I got back into the swing of things. Find my numbers here. I'll tell you what, alpaca's pretty expensive now, too. And I know this is just like a sample amount of it. That's how much you get, but if you want to know how it dies, good way to do it. Whoops, I didn't start it. Prime alpaca. So that was the best alpaca they could find. He's prime. I don't know. They found the best Peruvian alpaca they could find. All right. Moving on. Here's another cotton. I did this one. This is like a knit. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? So it's knit into a cord instead of spun. 100% cotton. This one's called Noco Bonjour. Bonjour. Come on, pin it. There we go. Again, kind of a neat little way of doing it. All right. Let's see. Here is, how about some rayon? I know a lot of these are like, look how shiny that is. And it's done in that spiral kind of ply. Rhea. I think that was an R. Rhea. 100% rayon. Natural. This is number 8. There we go. Very shiny. I'm telling you, some of these would be good for like trims and different stuff like that. I know they're just like sample skeins, but I don't know. I can see them being used in like the junk journals and the It's different stuff like that. This is a cotton raggedy cotton. Somehow woven and then cut into strips. Raggedy cotton. This one's done in Italy. $8. I know these are going out of order. I do apologize for that, but Terria. All right, you got it. Bag. This is a bag, Jimmy. You directed me? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. All right. Pull out another bag of these. So this is 1 through 7. Like I said, I started this out of order. It's the way my day is gone. Just whack. Whack. All right. Flip it over. Maybe we can get it back in order. Here's a chenille. Again, every time I pick one up, it's not what I think it is. So number 7. This is the 100% cotton chenille. So not a good one for strength, but it is a good one for softness. It's beautiful, but when they make chenille out of natural fibers, for some reason they didn't figure out a way to make them really strong. And I'm just being honest, like you wouldn't want to use it as structure. Maybe ply it with something. Or if you're not doing anything that's going to be tugged on, or don't let your cat have it. Right. Ply it with something that has more substance to it. This is a cotton. This one's made in England. Do not feed it to Chandler, Jen. Where'd she go? She's still in here? Lurking? Chandler would eat this. Chandler is her cat. He'd love it. It wouldn't hurt him, but he'd just eat it. Because I know my cat would if I let him have it, right? All right, nobody for the cotton. All right, what else we got here? Mohair, and it is hairy. There's a reason they leave that name with it. Let me pull. Oh, here's the end of it. This is a hairy yarn. It's soft, but it's definitely, you definitely have to have a specific purpose to use it for, right? See how it lays, the hair. It is mohair. Toaga 2. 76% mohair, 13% wool, 11% nylon. So you got your thread in the middle of all that is your nylon. And then it's wool and mohair spun around it. It's kind of different. I don't know. Kind of fun. There's that one. Starbucks bag. Crumbs of what? Chandler, behave. Oh, see. Jimmy's looking around. All right, this is definitely different. Until you work with mohair, you'll never understand why it looks like it does, but you're gonna like that one too. That's a fun one. That is a fun one. All right. Cuddles. Oh, this one's named Cuddles. This is alpaca wool. And again, nylon, when you see nylon in a lot of these yarns, it is the base thread that they spin these onto. So you got a base thread of nylon, your alpaca is let loose, and then the wool. So it's a 3-ply. I don't know if you can see it. Gives it that bumpy. They let one really loose, one semi-tight, and then the nylon thread is held really tight when you're spinning it. It gives it that pattern. Isn't that cool? Cuddles. I'm anything but cuddles. I'm cuddly. Pokeron, where have you been? Look, isn't this cuddly? It's Cuddles. Come on. What? Uh-oh. This is cuddly. I can be cuddly. Actually, okay. So this auction, you're getting this one, and then this is like another. It's probably a different. It's probably like Cuddles number 2. It is a little bit different, spread out a little bit more. But this one didn't have the card to it, so you're getting both of those together. I'm cuddly. Don't you start. Look how cuddly this is. Like a cloud. Oh. But you're getting both of those. I didn't have a card for this one. I'm sorry, Ron. I was just giving you a hard time. How are you doing now? Are you good now? Or did you come back with an attitude? Huh? All right. Can't throw up those. Those are very cuddly. Cuddly. All right. Here's another 100% cotton. Again, it's how they spin some of these, the patterns that they get in them. Yeah. This one, yeah, 100% cotton. Twirly. This one's twirly. Am I twirly? I don't know. This is a good name for it. Twirly. Twirly. Jimmy. Twirly. Well, we missed you. I wonder where you been. I was hoping everything was okay. All right. Rose petal like that one. What else we got here? I got virgin wool, Ron. Pokey Ron used to sell virgin hair. Look at this. I got virgin wool. Crown Colony wool. So these are actually made in the USA. I think like the Crown Colony series, this is wool. You definitely know that it's wool by the feel of it. if you're sensitive to wool. But this is number 2. I will say though, 100% wools take dyes 10 times better than anything else. So if you're playing around with what dyes can do. Boring? What's boring? My virgin wool? Am I boring you, Jen? Is that what you're saying? Oh. Boring? What? Well. All right. Tin can got that one. What do you want to see that's more exciting then, Alex? Bestie. Casablanca. How about some rayon? Casablanca. Look at that. Well, see, these are before you put colors to them, though. These are before you dye them into your colors. You can make these any colors you want. Get out your alcohol inks and put them to your junk journals. There you go. See? She said, I know, right? She says, blame it on the kid, probably sleeping. She's like, oh yeah, that was Alex. I didn't say that. 100% rayon. This one's called Casablanca. We know better, Jen. Right? We know better. There you go. This one's kind of neat. Twisted and spun again. A lot of the patterns that you see in some of these are done like in the second ply. Like they'll spin it real thin and then ask Jimmy. Jimmy, what do you think, buddy? He's awake. He's right here. He's like wrecking stuff. He is awake. What do you mean? Oh, well. Okay. All right. So, not sure on this one if this is another cotton. It's a chenille. This one did not have. It's got the Henry's Attic tag, and that's it. So all I know about this one is that it's a chenille, a thin chenille. Might be cotton. Might be part rayon. I honestly couldn't. I'm not going to eat it to find out, right? I refuse to taste it. All right. Rosebud got that one. All right. Let's see. You want to see colors of yarn, huh? Did you see all the fun ones that I had? I have yarn balls in there that are fun colors. I know, Ron, you don't want to look at yarn. Thank you for stopping in, though. Thank you for letting us know you're okay. All right. Do we want to continue with the Henry's Attic ones? What do you guys think? Let's see. All right. I know I'm probably boring a lot of people, but never know. So this is another. This one is the flax again, made in Belgium. So Normandy linen, made in Belgium. So this is black, very thin, almost like a cording. There we go. Oop. Excuse me. Some wool. All right, Terry got that one. What are you saying, Jimmy? Saying hi? All right. All right, here we got a tweed. This is, ooh, it's soft. Alpaca, that's why. Alpaca, 2 different sheep were sheared to make this because it is natural. So they took a dark brown alpaca and a white and gray one, applied together in a tweed. It's 29. Actually, pretty cool skein there. Very nice feel to that one. Peruvian tweed. Oh my gosh. Very soft. Wow. All right. There's another tweed here. This one is Inca cotton and a tweed. There's that one. Spun in Peru. This color is called Desert. Very cool. That's cotton. Most of the tweeds that you see are not natural ones. Yeah, kinda. Like yeah. This one is a cotton. Organic cotton, if that matters to you. Cotton is cotton, right? I don't know. All right, got that one. Now you can have non-organic cotton. Some of the terms become so confusing that I don't understand. So I can already tell this one's 100% wool. Crown Colony wool. More virgin wool. This one is a 4-ply. Can definitely tell that it's a wool. There's that one going. Rougher. I do know that once you dye them and wash them, they do soften up some, but if you have sensitivities to wool, you definitely don't want to go with 100%. You're just asking for a headache or a skin ache. I guess. Is that a thing? Skin ache? All right, let's see what else we got here. Pima cotton. Ooh, this one's soft too. This is a cotton almost like it's cotton batting, not highly processed in the cotton. Oh, you see, 98% cotton. So your 2% nylon is a thread on the inside that they ply it to make that pattern. I don't know if that'll zoom in very well, but another very cool one there. That one is 26. I know, I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys. If there's other things that you guys want to see, just let me know. I mean, I can jump around. I can do the other skeins, the art yarns. I do have some of those listed. I have cones of the knitting machine or weaving loom yarn. I have cones of this in the bin. If there's any of those colors that you want to see. This one's unique. I don't know for what reason. This one is a 3-2 cotton. So it's a little bit thicker than the other ones. Not sure what we would have. Sugar pink, so it's like a baby pink. And of course, the one I grab is the oddball one, but most of the other ones I think are a 5-2 cotton. I do have the descriptions in there, but guys, let me know if there's something else that you want to see. Here's another Normandy linen. Another pretty thin one. See, this is 24. Oh, I need it. Give me that. She just says, look at this, Jen. She says, oh yeah, there's a coffee in here for you. Where was this? Where was that when I needed it? I went to the grocery store. This one, well, this is flax or linen. Flax is a plant. When they turn it into yarn, you wanted to see which cotton. Oh. Okay. Were there certain ones that you were looking at? I don't know. For some reason, this one was the oddball one in the size. This one's a 5-2 pearl cotton. Silk City fibers. The other ones, I believe, are 5-2. Can you grab me one of those spools? What's that? Yeah. Are there any of these the smaller ones, or are those all the big ones? Yeah. Okay, so the other Silk City, this one's a 5-2. I know that the Silk City ones are the mercerized cotton. We did production knitting with knitting machines. We made sweaters is what we had gotten this for. It is really thin. Obviously you wouldn't want to use it on if you had a bulky machine, you would double it up. But okay, so crocheting it, yeah, you would just, again, you control the size with crochet, but so I think I only had this color in the 3-2, this pink. The 5-2, there's a few different colors if there's a specific color. This one was blueberry. So almost like a deep purpley blue on that one. And then the Valley is, it's not shiny. It just doesn't have that shimmer shine. These ones are gassed and mercerized. I don't know what all the processes they do to these are. But the Silk City has a shine to it. The Valley does not. If that helps. If there's specific ones that you want to see, let me know. I don't know if that comes through or not. I don't want to unwrap them, but see how it's got almost like a shine to it. We use 2 different brands depending on what they wanted. We did all that. Yeah, that's the best. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not very good with words today. A luster, when they mercerize it and do all those extra processes to it, gives it like a shimmer. The other cottons, that Valley, they're more like, oh my gosh, Bobber just dove into something. The other ones are more of like a toned down cotton. All right, there's a zoo at my house. I can't help but laugh. There's shit happening all around me. It's more like the sugar and cream cotton that you find, but it's real thin. So it's like that, but 1 ply of it instead of the triple ply that the sugar and cream would be. So it's smaller. If you were doing bigger things, you'd want to double it up. Yeah. I don't know how else to describe it. Shimmer, luster. Yeah. All right. We got mohair silk. This one's like a mix. Mohair silk, nylon, and what's the base? So nylon, that is your thread. A little bit of wool in there. Silk, mostly mohair. A little bit of Australian Shepherd. It's gone now. My mom has a black Australian Shepherd. I took the Australian Shepherd away. Okay. So that is that one. Nantucket 2. All right. And this one is made in France. All right. What else do we got here? This one is mostly mohair, a little bit of wool, and nylon. Bolero 2A. Ooh, look at those loopies. That's fun. Little loop-de-loops in that one. Mohair, wool, and nylon. This one is made in South Africa. Oops. There we go. I know. Did I remember to move my bead show to tomorrow? I don't even know if I did. I think I was supposed to do a bead show tonight, and then everything got moved around. And all right, there's that one. I really like the feel of this one. And for a wool, this one's nice. Like, look at that pattern in the... So this one's spun and then looks like double plied maybe. Sometimes I don't know how they make the patterns in the spinning, but very nice feel to it. This is Wiggles 2. 95% wool, 5% nylon. Another South Africa. Really nice feel to that one. And that one. What do you got? You got chips. I want a chip. Can I have one? I don't have to have the one you already licked. All right. I'm obligated to take it. Thank you. Oh. Thank you. I just got a used potato chip, y'all. All right. Rosebud got that one. I do like the feel of that. Nice. All right. Let's see. 32. We've got, this is called Licorice Twist. This is a merino wool. Again, if you're going for wool, merino is softer. Nice feel to it. Can't get a hold of the card. That's a nice one. All right, take it. That one. All right. You're going to have so much fun playing with dyes and stuff. All right, let's see. Where 29 ended up. I'll find it. Some of these are tangled. All right. 28. Again, more of the flax. Linen. This one is... I believe that 22 is the size. Wet spun. I think that gives it more of a shine. I don't know a whole lot about linen and how they make linen. Made from a flax plant. That's all I got. I don't know. Do that one. Bleached ivory. Again, a really thin. All right. All right. So 29 is the tweed. Peruvian tweed. 100% alpaca. And this is soft. You can tell that's alpaca. You just want to pet them, right? This one is made in Peru. super fine alpaca. And that is a nice one. Again, you don't get a lot with these skeins, but if you're just starting out in fiber arts and you want some samples of some different fibers to know what you're looking for, that's the way to do it. And I'm sure there are other companies that do these like sample skeins. I just know that this was one that at one point we had a connection with and went with their samples. Lady that my mom helped out on her farm processing some of her wool knew this lady that worked at this one in New York, and it was just like they did business with each other. So this is the Jacob's Ladder. This one is nylon and polyester. So the black on there is polyester. The white is your nylon. Jacob's Ladder, and that's actually what they called this one. That's probably why, in my mind, I called it that, the Jacob's Ladder. Made in France. Jimmy. There we go. Again, this is good for you can use it in scrapbooking, in your journals. You could apply it with another yarn. All right. There we go. 88. We've got Tabitha. So we got a 74% cotton. This one is 26% rayon. Again, that same kind of loopy pattern to it. This one's named Tabitha. 74 cotton, 26 rayon. This one's made in France. Again, like they let one loose and apply the other one tighter to make that pattern. There we go. That one is number 88. All right. That one. What are you doing, Jimmy? What? All right, 86. This is a cotton chenille. 100% cotton. This is a pretty thin one. This one is made in England. Jimmy slamming the cupboard on me. What? All right. That one. That one's 84. I'm trying to pull out the ones that have pre-bids on them. If you guys want to see specific numbers, please just throw it in the chat. I'll see what I can do to track them down. Otherwise, we're just kind of going through them here. 25, 51. Okay. $84. We've got. This is another 100% alpaca. Let me tell you, you cannot even feel this in your hand. It's so soft. Like, it is a thin one, but alpaca lace made in Peru. Very neat. Again, I know I mentioned it earlier, but these are like mini skeins. It's like a sample. If there's certain ones that anybody wants to see, let me know. All right. Otherwise, we're just kind of going through them here. 82 is Warp 52 Warp Twist Cotton. So that's applied cotton. Again, don't get a ton, but if you're playing with dyes, that's a good little sample one there. Unscoured. 82. $25, you got it. Track it down. All right, where's those ones? All right, let's see. 25 would be 58. I have that one out already. Oh, 25, the virgin wool. Yeah. This one is. Oh, it just says imported virgin wool. So I don't know where this one's from, but it is 100% wool. Some of them give a little bit more information than others, but this one just says imported. It's wool. You can felt it down to something if you want. My iPad just died. Can you plug this in somewhere? Give it a little bit of a charge. Thank you. Bear with me a second here because I gotta. Jimmy's yelling. You protesting, buddy? There we go. 25, right? Yeah, okay. Yep, don't know where this sheep lived, but he wasn't a native. Or isn't, I don't know. How many years sheep live. All right, get that one. I'm trying to run through the ones that have pre-bids. Now my iPad died, so I gotta. Let me do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. Well, that charges up a couple minutes. How about. What are we giving away? I guess I gotta add one. Let's see. What do we got? Give it. Give it. Give it. All right. Yeah, give me time. My phone's overheating. My iPad died. I don't know. Having some issues. All right. Let's see. What am I gonna give away? What do I got? What do I got? Yeah? Yeah. What are we giving away, Jimmy? How about some black, about a bracelet? Black net stone bracelet. Here's a little soapstone dude. This is actually a bead. It's drilled through, but he's pretty big. So I'll put that up there. These are some of the stuff I do in my other shows. Yes, I do. Jimmy's yelling at me. Yeah. Is that okay? You think? I will be right back. Just gibbies. Yeah. Yeah. Is that okay? All right. No, I can't let you mess it up. No, stay. Jimmy. No. 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 Come on. Come on, buddy. Jimmy. What'd you do to Bobber? Aw. You give Bobber kisses. Yeah. Keep going. Come on, buddy. I'm in the middle of the show. Sorry. Oh no, it's 1:20 here. I'm in Pennsylvania. If you were talking to me. It's like a zoo up in here. What do you got? There's nothing in that, is there? You're spilling on a chair. So this is the giveaway. Really cool bird, soapstone bird. He is drilled, so you could put him on a necklace or something. And a bracelet that I made. Like, these are other kinds of shows that I normally do. I'm normally not in the yarn category. Good luck, good luck. Tin can. Do you like those? I can give you something yarn related if you'd rather have something yarn related, but it's different stuff. There's some of the different kinds of shows that I do. All right. Good. I'm glad. Okay. Now, I lost my iPad here. Is that coming back on at all? Oh, okay. So I'm going to let that charge up a little bit, so this might slow down a little. Look at this rayon. Sierra 2. Look at that. The shine on that. It's just so neat. Very silky. Guess that's all it says. 100% rayon. Sierra 2. That is 19. What are you doing, Jimmy? Oops. Again, if I already ran this one, I apologize. I lost track of the ones that I had already ran, but very cool. Shiny. Silky shiny. Ooh, there you go. Yeah, it's got a big hole. Big hole. I don't know if you guys can hear Jimmy. The little tiny human running around here is Jimmy. He's the ruler of the kingdom. Yeah. Yeah. Why are you yelling? I don't know why you're yelling. I don't know. All right. I don't think I had too much interest in the flax or linens. If somebody wants me to run any of those, let me know. I'm going to kind of go through and see what all has bids on. Any of this stuff that I will do another show of these. Any of the ones that don't sell, I will go through them and run them again on a later date. This show was supposed to be a lot earlier today. Orlando, did I run that one? Let's see. Let me see if I caught all of the... No, I did not. Number 40. Okay. I'll try and go through and catch the pre-bids here. I don't want anybody to feel like they're missing out seeing what it is that they're bidding on. Let's see, 42, 41, 40. Okay, another chunky one. Another chunky. Ooh, I like this one. Yep. Look at that one. And again, like, it's wool, but it's in the way they spin it and how tight they pull slack on one ply to another ply. Very cool. Again, 100% wool. just processed in a different way. If you learn how to spin, it can be very fun to make different designs in the yarn. In that. There's that one going. Yeah, another thicker one. I do apologize if you get any Australian Shepherd with it. Like I said, I'll pull it out if I see it. Big black dog running around the Ferrant Ranch. Very fun one there. Got it. What? What are you saying? All right. I missed any of the other numbers. Let me look down through here. Oh, number 50. Another mohair one. They're so much fun. Like, they're so different. And it's almost like you can't tell that it's yarn till you realize that there is a thread holding that together. Like, I see where the end is. Like that's the thread, but definitely a strange feeling. Mohair. That one is Toga 2. 78% mohair, 13 wool, 9% nylon. This one is from South Africa. Again, undyed, so you could do some fun stuff with that one. Tin Can, was there other numbers that you were waiting to see? I mean, I'm not trying to hold you here forever. I'm trying to look down through to see what people have flagged in that, but 70 and 73. All right, that should be in that one. Jimmy. All right, this one is half mohair, half wool. And so you can see that they can tame the mohair down when they spin it the right way. Very nice feel to that one. There's enough mohair there that it takes away the roughness of the wool. Yeah, I like that one. That's a nice one. That one is number 70. Like I said, it gets harder without the iPad to pin these and run them. I got to do everything off of one device, and it kind of messes me up. But I'll do which ones I can here. All right, that one is 70. Mostly it's a pain because I lose my spot in the list. Yeah, I like that one though. Good feel to it. Enough mohair that it's not rough, that the wool part is not rough on you. All right. All right, let's see where 73 is here. 75, 72. Ooh, look at that one. This one's just nylon, but look at, they named this one Aloha. It really does look like the Lay's. Not cute. It's just nylon, but it's kind of fun. All right, what am I looking for? 73. I get sidetracked very easily. Oh, another mohair one. All right. So this one is kid mohair. 90% kid mohair, 10% nylon. So your nylon is your core thread, and they spin everything else around it. Very fun. Very easy to dye too. If you're playing around with dyes, these take the dyes really well. Let me get that one pinned. Jimmy. 73. Yeah. Very fun. This is another fun one to try plying with different things too. Play around with different designs of it. All right, you got it. All right, let's see what else we got that's in this one. 69. Somebody has a bid on 69. Ooh, I like that one. So this is all cotton. It is a combed cotton plied with a carded cotton. So you got like raw cotton messed with applied cotton. It's kind of, I don't know. Some of the terms will get you, but it's the different process. It's very like squiggly. Is that a term? That's a technical term. Squiggly. How about it? Squiggly. This one is made in Switzerland. Comb cotton, carded cotton. All right, Rose got that one. Let's see what else is. Trying to go through the list. Make sure I get to the ones that people have flagged. You guys let me know if there's anything else that you want me to show or run. 65. Is that out here? 65. $85. 179. 72 is the Aloha. It really does look like a fluffy lei. 67. 66. Uh-oh, went backwards. 68. All right, 1 second here. 75. 71. 39. 065. Okay, so one of the flaxes. All right. Okay, this is number 65. Again, another flax. Normandy linen. 16.2 is the size. There are quite a few sizes of this. Almost all of them are pretty thin. Ooh, yarn. This is like if you're making lace something, very thin. Normandy linen. Bleached ivory. Lace weight. That is that one. How's it going? Do you do much stuff with yarn? Are you into yarn? I used to be addicted to yarn before I was addicted to beads, and then. All right. So Rose got that one. I was just sitting here trying to go through the ones that were pre-bids. I got a bunch of like the fun yarns, like art yarns, I guess you would call them. I do have them listed out if there's any that you want me to run. All right, number 67. This is 100% cotton. Queen Anne's lace, they call this one. Queen Anne's lace. I've just been running. Oh, you threw it away. Don't throw it away. You can start over. There are some of these that are thin enough if you want to use them for other craft projects. But that's a neat one, that pattern. It can be frustrating. I know that knitting is that way because if you slip a stitch or somehow drop a stitch in knitting, it is frustrating. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Jimmy says yeah. Is that what you do, Jimmy? Just start over? All right, let's see. You guys let me know if you have any requests. I think I just about got through most of them here. Let's see, 66. Whoop. Oh, is that the pigtail? This one's kind of neat. Sort of like the raggedy one. It kind of reminds me of like before they figured out a softer way to make chenille. Pigtail. 100% cotton. This one's made in France. And so it's like a chenille style, but raggedy. If that makes sense. I don't know. Raggedy. It can be fun. It's one of those things that once you realize what's happening as you're going, you can notice mistakes a little bit better and correct them, and it just takes practice. All right, there's that one. Okay, 68. Another 100% cotton. This one is called Safari. Oops, I gotta minimize that. Safari. So again, the difference is in how they ply it. Got some fuzzies in there from that. I had that black wool in the same bag as these, and it leaves little fuzz balls. All right, this is Safari 3, 100% cotton. Neat little pattern in that one too. All right, Rose got that one. Let's see what else here. 75. 76. 74. 75. This one is a heavyweight wool. 3-ply. Very thick wool. Weed out the Australian Shepherd. All right. Just trying to go through the ones that have the pre-bids or have the flags. So if there's something that you guys want to see, just let me know. I'll see what I can do to run it. Did I get them? All right, 76. Whoops. I just saw 76. Ooh, 100%. The Pima cotton is so soft. This is such a nice cotton. Really is. Alpine 3 or 2, sorry. Alpine cotton 2. 100% Pima cotton. Very soft. Very nice one to work with. There. Okay, 77. 74. Jimmy. Easy. All right. 100% cotton. This cotton again. This is a warp twist. So again, done really thin and then plied. So it's actually spun even thinner. Hopefully these are focusing okay. Very thin one there. Fuzzies. All right. All right. 78. I think I just had 78. Which one was it? Seven. Oh, there's 79. There we go. 78 is a chenille. If I can get it unwrapped. This one is 100% cotton chenille. Hey. Hey. Jimmy. It's kind of a fun, like, looser type chenille. All right, Rose got that one. All right, 79. I just was holding 79 too. There we go. Ooh, a really, really thin chenille. This one is a rayon. So they are able to bleach it that real bright white. Really thin chenille though. You can see it well. That is bright rayon chenille 1300. Some of that tag is faded, but there's that one. So any of these that don't go, you guys, I will do another show with what's left of this. I do have the cones of the weaving knitting machine yarn. I do have cones of that in the bin. All right, that one. Nothing else. You guys just let me know if there's something that you want to see. I am going to be ending this here shortly. Just trying to get through ones that people had flagged. I think I got, oh, there's 80. There's 81. 83. I definitely got some of these out of order because there's 80. Ooh, that's a thin one. 70% cotton, 30% rayon. Again, a really thin. I don't know if that's focusing well. Really neat blend there. Serafina. Very cool little ply there. All right. That one. All right. 81. I shouldn't have had these piled up the way I did, but all right. This one's kind of cool. This is like I don't know, a knit or a woven type. Riviera 2 is what this one is called. Made in France. 55% cotton, 45 rayon. Look at that one. Almost like a really soft, fluffy shoelace. Oh, try. Well, see, I don't have I had that other show. I was supposed to do a jewelry show tonight or a bead show, and I think I had him in there. Tomorrow I'm doing. Is my birthday show set for tomorrow? I don't know. My schedule's been. I've gotten my schedule all mixed up in the past couple of days, so the bracelets will be back for sure. They're in one of the shows coming up. But I'm glad that you liked it. Do you play with a lot of yarn? Is that what you're trying to be good from the yarn? Yarn and beads are just as bad. I'm telling you. They're both just as addicting. So this is 92% mohair, a little bit of wool, a little bit of nylon, all kinds of curly goodness. That's a fun one. Little curly cues in that one. Orlando 3. All right. Rose Puddle got lots of goodies coming. Jimmy. All right. So, did I get through them? Let me see. You guys let me know if there are ones that you want me to run. I think I got all the flagged ones. Oh, 89. Let's see. Oh, it's here. Cotton and linen. Ooh, that's a neat one too. Yeah. Okay. So the one that's at night was supposed to be the one that I should have been running right now, but somehow I scheduled them on top of each other. But I needed to do this yarn show. I don't know what happened. I messed up and had them overlapping. Yeah. So I changed the bead one to tomorrow night and then realized that the birthday show is tomorrow, and I don't know. I'll be on here. I don't know which shows will actually be running, but if you follow me, I think it gives you a pop-up that I come on. Otherwise, you'll just find it in the listings. But yeah, the birthday show, I have a bunch of giveaways to do. I don't know what all I'm gonna do with that one. Should just be like a fun chill and hang out type of a show. Let's see. 72. 85. Where are ya? Another chenille. Bright white chenille. So this is bright rayon. 100% rayon. Made in England. Thin chenille. Another fun one. All right. Yeah, so my schedule's a mess, but if you bookmark them, it should still give you a pop-up when they do start. It just might not, the times might not be right. I know I have at least one show tomorrow, so I shall see, right? Okay. Let me go back through this, make sure. I think I got all of the flagged ones to me. If there's anything else that anybody wants to see, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to end this. I will clone all of this stuff over to another show. I will run it again in a couple days, try and clear some more things out. But I think I got all the bids through at least. I didn't want to leave any of those hanging. All right. I think that was it. All right. Yeah, if there's no requests, then I'll go ahead and hop off of here. Everything that's left will be cloned over to another show. I know I ran this at a weird time too, so it's really late. I don't know if there's even any yarn people still awake. Yeah, you too, Lavender. Have a good night. Thanks for coming and hanging out. It was a good night. Just ended up at a weird time again. Like, I think originally this was supposed to be 4 o'clock, and then I had to move it to 6 o'clock, and then I moved it to 8. It was like, I don't know. Shit happens, right? Jimmy. And Jimmy's wrecking stuff, so. All right. Until next time around, I appreciate all you guys coming, hanging out, coming to see me. And I will get another yarn show scheduled. Yes, thank you, Tin Can. I get all your stuff out to you. There wasn't anything else that you wanted to see before we hop off of here, is there? Did I get all your requests? I hope I did. I hope I wasn't missing anything. Okay. Yeah. All right. And like I said, everything left over will be in the next show. I don't have another yarn one scheduled, but it will be. If you want to give me a follow, it should give you a little alert. I come on next. I appreciate all you guys, and I will see you next time around. Thank you, bunches.